Hello, everyone. Today we have a very important class. Right, teacher? Hello, James. That's true. We're gonna talk about medical vocabulary. That's correct. People have been asking for medical vocabulary. Why is it important? Well, many of our students want to learn English to travel around the world. So it is important to know this medical vocabulary in case they have an accident or emergency. Plus, it is really important vocabulary for your everyday life. We all have been to a hospital. That's true. I think these advanced words and phrases will help us a lot to improve our English. Let's start then. The first word I want you to know is abnormal. Have you heard it? I don't think so, but I suppose it is something that is not normal. Kind of. In this case, it is something not normal for the human body. For example, this amount of weight loss is abnormal for women your age. Another word is ache. That's a very common word. You should know. The meaning of this is a pain that won't go away. Let me give you one example. I can't sleep because my knees ache in the night, or my leg still aches when I sit down. Another word is acute. It is quick to become severe, bad. For example, we knew the baby was coming right away because the woman's labor pains were acute. Or he was suffering from acute chest pains. It means severe. Allergy, it is a noun. Or allergic, which is the adjective of this word. What does it mean? It is a body's abnormal reaction to certain foods or environmental substances. One example is your son is extremely allergic to peanuts. I'm sure you know this word, ambulance, emergency vehicle that rushes people to a hospital. For example, we called the ambulance when Josh stopped breathing. Amnesia, it is a condition that causes people to lose their memory. For example, I can't remember the accident because I had amnesia. Amputation, it is a noun, or amputate, which is the verb. It's something serious. It's the permanent removal of a limb. It can be a hand, a leg, fingers, etc. For example, we had to amputate his leg because the infection spread so quickly. Or his doctors told him he faces amputation if he overstresses the leg right now. Anemia, it is the noun or the adjective, anemic. It is very common. The meaning, well, it occurs when the body doesn't have enough red blood cells. For example, I have low energy because I am anemic. Or she suffered from anemia and even required blood transfusions. Antibiotics. Who hasn't taken antibiotics at some point in their life? I don't think anyone, because it is medication that kills bacteria and cures infections. Really important. For example, my throat infection went away after I started the antibiotics, or patients with infections need antibiotic treatments, for example, a course of penicillin. Another common word is antidepressant. Many people use it when they feel depressed. It is a medication that helps relieve anxiety and sadness. For example, the antidepressants helped me get on with my life after Lucy died, or many antidepressants may relieve symptoms of anxiety disorders. Appointment. It is a scheduled meeting with a medical professional. Example: I've made you an appointment with a specialist in 3 weeks' time. Arthritis. It is a disease that causes the joints to become swollen and crippled. Arthritis literally means joint inflammation. Joints are places where two bones meet, such as your elbow or knee. There are many different types of arthritis with different causes and treatments. Example: my grandmother can't knit anymore because the arthritis in her hands are so bad. Asthma or asthma attack. It is very common in children and teenagers. It is a condition that causes a blockage of the airway and makes it difficult for a person to breathe. One example is I carry an inhaler when I run because I have asthma. Another word is bacteria. It is a disease causing organism. For example, to prevent the spread of bacteria, it is important that nurses wash their hands often. Bed sore. Wounds that develop on a patient's body from lying in one place for too long. For example, if you don't get up and take a walk, you will develop painful bed sores. It usually happens to old people who can't walk anymore. They have to stay on bed all day. Benign. It is something not harmful, not cancerous. For example, we are hoping that the test will show that the lump in your breast is benign, or a benign substance or process does not have any harmful effects. Biopsy. It is the removal of human tissue in order to conduct certain medical tests. For example, the biopsy ruled out a number of illnesses. Blood count. It is the amount of red and white blood cells a person has. For example, you will be happy to know that your blood count is almost back to normal. Like these, there are many more words and phrases for medical vocabulary you should know. But I really have to go now. We can make another video about medical vocabulary if you want. What do you say, guys? If you want another video, like this one and comment. Take care! I hope you liked this conversation. If you could improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. And if you want to support this channel, you can join us or click on the Super Thanks button. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.